events. How about this Jeff Dye thing that happened?
Now, what is this?
You want KFC Barstool pretty much explains it if you want to just hear him.
Comedian Jeff Dye is getting hate online for starting a GoFundMe to raise money to help him move from Los Angeles to Austin. The GoFundMe description says that Jeff is making the bold move to move from California to Texas because of his passion for comedy and his desire to be in a community with like-minded people. He finished it off with a Jordan Peterson quote, which checks out. Now, this entire saga began on the Joe Rogan Experience. Jeff was a guest on the November 12th episode where he proclaimed that Gavin Newsom, quote, scares the shit out of me. Him and Joe had a conversation about Los Angeles, specifically the LA wildfires, and said that they believe that Gavin Newsom is incompetent and that he doesn't want to be any part of it. After that episode is when he put up the GoFundMe asking for money, despite the fact that in the past, he had made fun of people who use GoFundMe in this manner. The direct quote from Twitter back in 2018 was 90% of the GoFundMes I've sent are just organized begging. I'm happy to help in emergencies, but a lot of y'all are internet panhandling. That's a tough look. Now, after the backlash began, Jeff made another appearance on a podcast called Misery Loves Company, where he said that the whole thing was just a joke.
This is, I was maybe talking out of school saying that I was going to move to Texas because I was all excited about looking for homes. My fan base, not to brag, Kev, but they've got money. Like a lot of conservative, rich people like my comedy. So I thought it was going to be this kind of we're all afraid of big, scary Gavin Newsom. Let's flee California. I don't know. I guess what my haters will say is another failed joke by me. But I thought it was going to be funny. I get a little extra money in my pocket. I thought my rich fans would be like, yeah, Jeff, enjoy Texas and give me some scratch. Took mine down just because it seemed like an overwhelmingly negative response and everyone being like, this fucking guy has a cyber drug and he has a nice home and I don't need the money. They were right.
I need the money.
That's a goof.
I think Jeff just swung and missed.
Yeah, he's
that's
not
it.
funny.
Yeah, he's trying to be silly.
You know, Jeff,
he
that
just
would
swung
be, he'd
and
be like,
missed.
hey, conservatives, get me out of here. It's more of that.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. He should have said it. I think he was starting an OnlyFans. Fucking what is it?
An
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
No, GoFundMe.
Yeah.
I think he was starting a GoFundMe
Yeah,
to get
he's
the
great.
fuck out of here.
That's
what he should have done.
If you know Jeff,
Jeff already bought a house, so this is probably older. He already got a house here.
He even said obviously he doesn't need the money, but he goes if the money came in, of course he's going to use it. He'll take it, but
yeah, swing and a miss. Jeff's great.
Yeah, he's the best.
That's funny though. I would have told him. I'd have been like, hey, don't do a GoFundMe.
Bad luck.
Don't do a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not in this economy. But, that's funny. Yeah, I think that was a swing and miss. Yeah. Hey, we all swing and miss, but if you know Jeff, he's just a great dude.
He's the best
in every way, and generous and nice to everybody, literally.
And he's always fucking around.
Yeah, he's always fucking around. He's a silly goose. So he definitely wasn't trying to get one.
But to Jeff's point, I mean, yeah, Jeff's doing good. You know how many crazy ass GoFundMes take off?
Yeah, just like that racist woman.
The racist one.
Which one was that?
We always talk about the racist woman that she called the little kid the N-word, and then she got tons of 800,000 or something.
Oh yeah, there's GoFundMes for
But then there was that kid who got stabbed in a football game. The white kid who got stabbed by the black kid. Yeah. And then there was a huge GoFundMe for that black kid
who stabbed him. Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
Back and forth. There's always that under tapestry of frustration, hate, racism, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, we'll get to one of those afterwards, but
let's take a little break here, because dude, Turkey.
Schaub and Brian Callen talking about Jeff Dye and his GoFundMe scam. And I think Bappa might have just accidentally exposed Jeff Dye. So something was always weird to me, first and foremost. It was not a joke. He really tried to get money to go from California to Texas. And he even admitted it, even while saying it was a joke, but I would have kept the money. So he was actually trying to get the money. And why did Schaub bring up OnlyFans there? I thought he was going with, he should have started an OnlyFans if he wanted it to be a joke. But no, I think he really just wanted Jeff Dye to start an OnlyFans. But Schaub just exposed something. Jeff Dye already bought a house in Texas. Now, he says might be a little old, but it's not that old. And there was always something weird to me about that GoFundMe. Why $26,000? sounded like an odd number. $26,000 is not enough money to buy a house in Texas. It's not enough money to put a down payment on a house in Texas. Jeff Dye has money. Jeff Dye lives in a mansion in California. So the 26 grand number was always weird to me. And I think Schaub just exposed what that 26 grand was for. I think that GoFundMe was literal. The $26,000 was going to be literal moving cost. The money wasn't to buy a house. It was to move all of his stuff from California to Texas. Now, 26 grand seems like a lot of money to move from California to Texas, but Jeff Dye has money, a mansion, and lots of stuff and cars. So maybe that's how much it costs. So I think Jeff Dye was literally asking for $26,000 for literal moving expenses to move all of his stuff out of his house. Well, his house is in California to Austin, Texas. But of course, by the way, Bappa and Callen trying to defend him. Drew, just a joke. It's like, can these dudes ever just be real and call someone out for being stupid? Like, they're just like, the joke didn't land. It wasn't a joke. Everybody knows it wasn't a joke. And like I said, Jeff Dye admitted it's not a joke. It's not a joke if at the end you go, it's a joke, but if people give me money, I would have kept it. I thought it would have been a good way to get money. Yeah. So you were trying to get money. And Jeff Dye even said, I have lots of rich conservative fans, and I think they're stupid and would give me money to stick it to the libs. Grifters annoy me. It's hard to use the word grifter because it just gets used for everything, like hack, and most of the people using it don't use it correctly. But Jeff Dye is a grifter. He just admitted, I'm trying to take advantage of my right-wing audience and have them send me money just to stick it to the libs. But I was just joking now, unless they really gave me the money. So weird, so sad. And Jeff Dye's a pathetic loser. But he already has a house in Texas, according to Schaub. So, like I'm saying, I think that 26 grand was just to cover all the moving costs of getting everything from Sherman Oaks, California, down to Austin, Texas. Because that number was always weird. I was like, wait, you're trying to buy a place in Texas and you only want $26,000? One would think he would ask for 100 grand or something. But I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.